Welcome to Let's Get Messy.
I'm Talia,
And I'm Jordana.
and welcome back. This is our fourth episode, so if you've made it this far, thank you, and welcome in. And
Yeah.
cheers. I want to
Cheers.
taste this. Um,
Ooh.
I'll do this one now, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, so our drink of the week, we just cheers, is a espresso martini made with vodka, not vodka, tequila.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I told you I can't talk today.
Yeah.
I would never.
It's a Sunday. We're feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good though.
Yeah. And it's been super sunny this week. If you're in the lower
Yeah.
mainland area, it's been super sunny
It's
this
been
week.
really sunny.
Yeah.
Really nice. It's like crisp too. It's not like that cold out.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
Yeah. It makes me feel like in a better mood almost. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be sad on a sunny, nice day.
No.
So it just puts me in like a better mood.
It almost looks like summer outside. Like if I wasn't cold right now, it looks like summer outside.
Oh, 100%. Looks like a
Yeah.
beach day.
Yeah. A beach day.
In the middle of January.
Oh, that's funny. So how was your week?
My week was good. Work was just same old routine. I did book a trip to go see one of my friends on her birthday in March. So
Oh, you
I did
did?
that this week.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And yeah, other than that, nothing really exciting. What about yourself?
Where are you going?
Summerland
Summerland.
in the
Nice.
Okanagan. Yeah.
Nice. For how long?
Like a Friday after work to like a Monday. I took the Monday off.
Oh, so like a long weekend.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. You guys got like anything you want to do when you're there, or?
Honestly, I bought the ticket on Friday, so like 2 days ago. So we haven't planned anything, but just some girl time. And it's my friend's birthday, so celebrate her birthday somehow, some way.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Long distance bestie.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was your week?
Went by really fast,
Yeah.
but also like really slow all at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just trying to like make a routine at home because I'm at home.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just weird for me
Yeah.
because like I'm a very like go person.
Yeah.
And to not have anywhere to be or anyone like waiting for me is weird.
Yeah.
And like no responsibility outside of my home and my life. So yeah, like it's great. Like don't get me wrong, but creating a routine is so hard.
Yeah.
Like very difficult.
Like there's nobody holding you accountable.
Like for example,
where
I think I only had like 2, maybe 3 successful days this week.
Every day is a successful day, Talia.
No. No, it's not. No, you're trying to create a routine. You have
True.
to do it all.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess
Yeah.
that's true.
So that's me just trying to create a routine and trying to make money, stay afloat, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Stay on the grind.
yeah. For those of you that don't know too, like I'm at home, I do like tarot readings on TikTok. So if you like that, you can find me at Jolene's Tea on TikTok. But that's what I say. That's what I'm doing when I'm at home and making extra side money. I'm trying to make it not side money and make it my full-time thing. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like do this with you. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah. So my week's been, took my dog to the vet again.
Oh no.
But it was fine because it was
Okay.
a nice follow-up. She got like her shot and everything. So she's finally like fine.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that she didn't need the surgery last week?
Yeah. You were telling me that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So for those of you that I don't know if I mentioned it last episode. Probably not.
No, I think we just touched on how like dogs are a lot of work or can be.
I was at my regular vet and the first guy, so my dog was limping, and the first guy said that she's fine. She didn't tear her ACL. The second guy was like, oh my gosh, she teared it. She needs surgery. And the surgery's like super invasive, super expensive. And so then I got a third opinion, and turns out she doesn't need it at all. So that vet that I was going to for a long time was gonna cut her open for no reason and make me think that she needed surgery when she didn't.
Dang. And it's not cheap.
No, and the recovery, like he said it was her ACL. So like the recovery was like she needed to be confined for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
and then can't run, can't jump on anything,
Yep.
has to be assisted to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Um, like full recovery is 3 months.
Dang. And
And
not
then
cheap.
and then after the surgery, not cheap, and then after the surgery, she would have needed recreational rehab, like swimming, massage, like
Yeah.
everything. And to cut her open for zero, like no reason, she's not limping anymore. She's
Yeah.
fine.
Because technically you got like 3 opinions and 2 out of the 3 said no to
Yeah.
surgery.
Yeah, but it confused me because the no was in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, that's my
Oh,
dog drama.
yeah, yeah. And I just also wanted to touch on our last episode. We had I guess Auntie Janet. Like we
Yes.
said in last episode, she will be a reoccurring special guest.
Yeah.
But we've had great responses from you guys, and we also love Auntie Janet. So for other people to experience that and get to hear her wisdom and yeah,
Yeah,
share
she'll
her with the world.
yeah, and she'll be back on like regularly. Like
Yeah.
we're just chatting about this like
Yeah.
every third or fourth episode
Yeah.
maybe she'll be on. So yeah, stay
Keep
tuned and
listening.
you'll hear more from her. So yeah. So this week we're talking about
Circle time.
my favorite thing in the whole wide world, circle.
So those of you who don't know what circle time is, if you're not in like a teacher or
Yeah,
ECE
so we're
field,
going to talk about circle and like what it is. And also if you're like, I was chatting with a friend and she's new to like the school district world, and she said that she never had done circle before getting into her classroom.
oh,
She's so that's something to also talk about because
yeah,
like teachers in the school, if so, like not every elementary grade gets circle, but like the earlier ones like grade 1 and then maybe grade 2, I don't know.
yeah, like carpet time,
Yeah, but they
calendar,
they call it sharing time or circle time. They call it something like that, but it is circle.
yeah.
But she had never done one before, even in her practicum.
Oh
So
wow,
she's like TOCing and walked into a classroom and didn't know, like she knew like the gist of it, but had never
yeah,
actually done one
yeah.
until she was on the job,
Oh my gosh.
which is crazy.
And doing circle for the first time would be so intimidating.
I just find it like mind-boggling that teachers go through a whole degree and then also like your year and a half practicum before you're able to teach, and you don't get that opportunity every time.
Yeah, yeah,
And so some people who aren't didn't previously work in the early years field or not any like childcare experience, like nothing like that, are literally walking in blind.
and I would hate to do that because
Well, it's just crazy.
circle is hard.
It's crazy that the schools, like when you're in school and university to do this, they would tackle kind of all grades and kind of
Mm-hmm.
be like, this is, and do a small section on everything that you would need to possibly do
Yeah, yeah,
within your time trying to be a teacher.
yeah,
Yeah, so that was just like a whole like, oh, that's so interesting.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so because like in ECE,
Mm-hmm.
for schooling, everyone doesn't matter where you go, you're always going to end up doing like some sort of mock circle to your peers in your college, university, or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
for that practice. And then also you have to do it in your practicum.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to. You can't not. There's like sections on it where you can't not do it.
Like one of your assignments in your practicum is like perform a 15-minute circle or something like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
which I guess like I get why it's more like pinpointed for us because we are like our ages are so young, and that's like a huge part of our day, but it's also a huge part of kindergarten and grade one's day.
yeah, yeah. Well, and two, like a reason, another reason why we do circle time in the daycare field is to prepare those children
For the
to
day.
sit in, like once they get to elementary
Oh, I see what
school,
you're saying.
it preps
Yeah.
them to sit and like listen.
So that they can sit in
Yeah.
in like your circle, a teacher circle time.
Yeah, when
like,
they hit elementary school.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so they know what to do. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about that today. Yeah, I guess we'll start with like the structure of circle. Like, what's your typical structure, Jordana, of when you do circle?
Ooh, good question. So, like obviously, like an opening song. Um, and then I'll usually do like a movement. So like gross motor movement to get like their sillies out to like get their like energy out. Maybe do one or two depending on the vibe of the classroom or the children that you have. Um, Standing circle is always good too. So I usually get the kids to stand up to do the gross motor and then sit back down and then read a book or do like a felt story,
Mm-hmm.
tell some sort of story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll usually do like a song or another movement depending on the circle or the children. And then a goodbye song, close it up.
A goodbye song, is that like your transition song too?
Yeah. So
Or do you do a goodbye song and then a transition song?
I usually do like the goodbye train and then it kind of
Classic. Or that
transitions them
teddy bear
out.
song where you get them to like turn in a circle or something. I
Yeah.
forget what the tune is, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
or like if we were doing like drumming sticks or something in circle, then they would like give me their materials that they
Yeah,
had and then
yeah.
they would be
Like a
dismissed
transition
to the
out.
next.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually like circle time is usually they'll transition to like wash hands for lunch or in some cases
Get ready
like
for outside.
get ready for outside.
Yeah.
So it's a nice like gateway to transition.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice prep.
yeah. So usually yeah. Or you can
That's a
also
pretty
do
good
like a
structure.
yeah. And you don't have to do it for a long time.
No, you can cut things out too.
And like same
I
with
feel
like
like your circle is longer than mine. My structure is way shorter than yours.
what is your structure?
Like an opening song,
Yeah.
or like a name song, or
Yeah.
it's one song or whatever.
Yeah.
Usually one song.
Yeah.
Um, and then we'll do some sort of movement. Depending what it is, like either like instruments or like standing up or some sort of movement.
Yeah.
And then I'll do like a story, either felt or book or
Yeah.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how everyone's doing. I may do a game, but like, and that might even be my transition. Like, what's
Yeah.
under the light? Like, if you get it, like, you get to go out or
Yeah.
like, and then it's a song. But you know what? I don't really like circle.
You don't like doing circle?
I hate doing circle.
Fair.
I hate it so much.
Fair.
It's just like,
It's like you're
it's
on
so
stage
funny because like if
performing.
anyone's listening, if you've ever like worked with me before, it's always like, okay, what day are you doing circle? When am I not doing circle? I need to mentally prepare. I need to like I would much prefer supporting circle. I like that much more. I'm not very like animated. Whereas you, I understand why you like circle.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have to ask you. Like you love it. Like we worked together for such a brief moment in time. And I'm helping doing something in the kitchen with the chef. Anyway, I look over. She's got like a mask on. She's reading a book. Okay, the book's not even that big. Like she's like making the book big by like her actions.
Being
so
big.
She's got the mask on. She's throwing her hands up like this. Your voice is changing.
Yeah.
And everyone in the room is like mesmerized.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas that's what circle is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas me, get in, get out.
Yeah. 5-minute circle.
The shorter the better.
No, I love circle because I love being like goofy and loud and
that's
like
good,
dancing and singing. Like that's my jam.
So like in interviews, that question where like they're like, "What's your weakness?" I always say circle,
Okay.
just so that they know what they're getting.
Fair.
True, but I'm like, yeah, circle is I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like watching it.
Yeah.
And I like he's enjoying doing it.
Yeah. And like watching your staff because you were a manager, so like
yeah,
watching
and
your
like
staff
it's actually quite funny.
Succeed in a circle is good.
Yeah,
it's a good feeling too.
And like there's a way to do it, and like I will do it the way I'm asking it to be done. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be like
which
animated.
You can tell if you don't like it. You can tell because you're not going to be as big. You're not going to be as whatever, right? Because like, yeah,
and like you have to like capture their attention because their attention spans at this young age, like 3 to 5, let's just say, is not very long. So
no, like
expecting them to sit for so long for a circle is not like developmentally appropriate.
No, it's not. And like, yeah, like don't get me wrong with like the book. Like I'll read like a book in like a very animated way, but like that's it.
Like changing your voice is like the elephant walked
Yeah.
down the hallway, or like the little mouse walked down the hallway, and just like
Yeah.
changing your voice.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. But will I add the mask and the big arm movements and all that kind of stuff? No.
Come
Will
on.
I add little movements? Yeah. Like I made a it's actually so funny that I don't like it this much because I literally published a book
I was waiting for you to bring this up.
about circle and how like there's not enough good animated books out there and to get kids to move and whatever in circle. So like I made a book where like almost every page the kids have to do something with you. And so
Can I admit that I've never read it, but I've heard of it
yeah,
and I've
that's
seen
fine.
it.
That's fine.
I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I've never read it.
Yeah, so like
Do you still have copies?
oh yeah, I got like a pile of them in my back room.
I have to buy one from you.
You can have one on the way out. Yeah, no, they're on like I think they're still on like Amazon and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but like so
We might have to link that up on our page.
I made yeah maybe
Yeah.
I made this so long ago like it was like 2017 I think I did it 2016 I think I did it and so like the idea of it was to do like introduce like a world and characters
Yeah.
and have it very childlike like the illustrations are very like childlike and like um everyone had and I wanted to do like reoccurring books and stuff which I still might do but yeah so each page it's like introducing the character and then you have to help them with something and to help them you have to like say something or sing a song or tap the ground or it's very interactive.
I love that.
Yeah.
We
So
need more books like that for Circle.
yes. And I tried so hard when getting it published if they would publish it in the big books that they used to have.
Yeah.
But like publishing offices, they were like, we don't do that anymore.
Oh.
Which is sad because like the bigger the book, the better the circle.
Yeah.
And
100%.
So, yeah. And that was a long tangent. But basically I like circle to an extent. I like to be interactive.
Yeah.
I know myself and I'm not an animated human.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you get the milestones and you're interactive, like that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And like if you're it's easy, it's like a segue to like introducing topics to children too. So like if you have a particular behavior in your classroom, like the children are having a hard time sharing, you can revolve a circle all around sharing. You can have a book about sharing, you can have a felt story about sharing, you can like take turns doing a game and that's sharing. And that's just one example of what a themed circle could be.
Yeah, and like you can so it can take out like the theme of the week, the theme of the day, or like you said, something that's missing in the classroom that you notice the kids are struggling with.
Yeah.
Just talking about that, or if there's a big transition happening, like a staff is leaving, or there's a new staff in your classroom. Circle time is such a good space for everyone to like touch base.
Yeah.
Get to know everyone. That's why name songs are super important.
Also,
welcoming like
everyone to the circle.
I usually like to also have name cards on their spots so they learn to recognize their name. Obviously, like the tiny 2.5, 3-year-olds need help, but over time they like if they know what their name looks like. Yeah. And so they can go to it and yeah.
I was gonna ask you, have you ever had a funny moment like while doing circle that you were like looking back now and you can laugh? Like something funny, something embarrassing.
Embarrassing. I can laugh at funny things, but I don't know if everyone else will think it's funny. Like moments where you just want to like cry as a teacher. That's funny now. Well, where like no one's listening in your circle, and then you gotta just look at your person, and then you're like, okay, we'll laugh about this tomorrow.
When you look at each other and you know circles going sideways.
One of the kids are like throwing themselves, or like running around the classroom, or like talking to their friends in circle. But you know what? That's learning moments because that means your circle's you're not doing a good job.
Yeah, you got to keep them engaged for sure. Yeah. Otherwise, behaviors will arrive. Or
you also have to have good support staff, because you can be doing a fantastic circle and still have 1 or 2 kids that have a hard time sitting still, no matter what the circle is.
Yeah,
and your other teachers in your classroom have to know how to properly support circle.
True,
because I've been in places where they just let kids run off and go somewhere else, or they don't, or they yell across the circle very loudly when you're trying to facilitate circle, which breaks
the concentration or
it breaks the, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, when you
attention,
the attention of circle,
the attention to the teacher.
Yeah, it breaks it, shatters it. And
Yeah.
so like a good support would like get up, walk over quietly,
Yeah.
talk to that child or children, or quietly go redirect another kid back, or
Yeah.
quietly have like another table set up for only the children that seriously cannot sit still properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being consistent with all the teachers.
Yeah.
Like circle can only be successful if you're the teacher doing it.
Yeah.
Is also in communication with the people supporting circle.
Yeah.
And them also communicating with you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't jive as teachers, good luck doing circle.
Yeah. You gotta be on the same team.
Yeah.
You can't let the children take over circle, because that can happen really easily.
Or like, yeah, or make sure everyone knows the rules of circle as teachers, and don't let things slide. Like my biggest pet peeve is one of my biggest pet peeves in circle is when teachers allow children to bring toys into circle. I had a whole basket of fidget toys, or we made sensory like balloons that they can hold if they needed something to hold and play with while in circle.
Yeah.
But if kids are bringing cars or blocks or reaching from the shelf, and like, it's just, I never understood teachers that allowed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're listening and you allow that, please like comment, send us a message and tell us why. Because for me, I don't really understand that, but if there's a good reason for it, like let me know.
Like in this field, we're always learning. Literally every day I'm learning something new. So yeah, if you do something differently than what we do, like we're not experts either. No. We're not.
We've just been in the field for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, always jump in and tell us what
we would
you
love
think.
to hear from you guys.
And if it's the complete opposite opinion, like still say it. That's good. It's good conversation. And you know what? If you have the opposite opinion of us, heck,
we'll learn something from you.
We invite you on.
We need to interview you.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like obviously like you said, like some things are necessary for circle, like a lot of children can't sit still or like need a sensory output, so like fidget toys are a great thing to have, or like certain seats for the kids to sit on.
Yes, and different fidget toys for like different teachers even, or just switch them out. Like if you have the balloons one week, switched out to like different fidget toys the next week, or I have the fidget toys, you have the sensory balloons. Yeah. And so it's consistent for the kids, and it's always something different. Yeah. Because you're not doing circle all week. I'm not doing circle all week. We take turns. Yeah. Usually that's how it works, right? Yep. But yeah. Honestly, props to the people who do 2 circles in one day.
Oh, dang.
You probably like that.
Actually, yeah, I really like circle. Honestly, you also have to look at circle as like, if you mess up, the kids don't know that you messed up circle.
No.
So like if you're nervous doing circle, because like I was nervous in the beginning too. Like it was so foreign to me. I'm like performing for these children, and what if I mess up? They're not going to know if you missed a line in the song. They're not going to know even if you messed up like the book, or you don't read the full page of the book, or skip a couple pages of the book. They don't know.
True. They don't know.
So we're being judgy on ourselves. The kids aren't going to judge us.
But okay, for me, okay, if I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
I don't like being center of attention. Like even like I just don't like it.
Like everyone looking at you.
Yeah. Like for example, if we were sitting doing this conversation, but like in an actual audience,
a live audience.
I don't know how I could do this. I would have to interact with that audience and like make sure they're talking too, for me to feel like not all eyes on me, which is what you want in circle though.
Yeah.
But you know what I should do if I ever do it again?
Yeah.
Bring the other teachers in.
Okay.
Because I wish I thought about that actually, like my whole career. Because it takes the pressure off the person doing the circle if you like ask like not
Yeah.
only the kids the questions but the adults the questions
Yep.
too, or like
Yep.
make sure they're partaking in your scarf song or your
Oh, 100%.
whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not the only one singing.
Yes, join in on those songs.
Yeah,
Don't make
so the
your
people
person.
supporting,
Yeah.
make sure you're singing and
Or doing the
helping,
actions.
because like people like me, I also, sorry, this is like I don't like singing either, but probably for the same reason. I don't like being center of attention. It's for like totally different topic, but
Yeah.
like transitioning, like cleanup songs. Fuck that. I'm putting on Spotify. I'm picking one or two like no like, cleanup songs that I use all the time, and it works so well.
Yeah.
For me, it works.
Yeah. That's
and
fair.
You know what? There's probably a lot of other ECEs out there, teachers, that agree with me.
Fair. Fair. I love singing.
I know you do. You when we were you hated.
I think I sang over
You
the
did.
songs.
You did. Or you would start singing and then I'm like trying to find the cleanup song on Spotify. I don't know what song you're singing because you kind of make it up as you go too sometimes.
God. It's so funny because my husband, I don't know, like a year ago, he asked me, he was like, because I would just like randomly sometimes like break out in song, and 9 times out of 10, it's a daycare song, like Baby Shark or like the cleanup song. And he'll be like, how many times a day do you sing this cleanup song?
Wait,
and
you
I'm
do
like,
that at home?
well, like, I'm just, no, Kate.
Sorry, I didn't want to be so judgmental. I just like,
no, I mean, like, I sing it
when
to
you
myself.
kind of like phase out of, I phased out for like 2 seconds because of my drink, and then you're talking about Baby Shark, Jordan, and cleanup songs, and I'm like,
no, like,
rewind for me, please.
Okay, so I will like plug my phone into my car, and when I turn on my car, it's like the Wiggle song.
Why is that in your car?
Because I like was at work, and then I would play music on my phone for the kids.
Oh, okay.
And I'd come and I would go in my car, and then all of a sudden it's like
blasting.
Yeah, or like I'll just have the cleanup song or like a song stuck in my head, and I'll just like.
So you do sing it?
Yeah, at home. Work. Yeah,
by yourself.
Well, like not on purpose. Hey, I'm not crazy.
No, you probably have a lot of people who can like relate.
Yeah, like I'm just like shake your sillies out. Like that tune will be like stuck in my head all day, and like I'll shake your sillies out. And like
I go to work forced to sing these things, and then I come home black it out. I'm like, I for the life of me can never figure out a tune to a song, even though I know the song. If you ask me to sing, like,
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Well, that's too much of a classic, like the Hungry Caterpillar. No, not the bubblegum song or something like that. There is a tune to it.
Yes.
You get me to sing it right now, I'll be making it up. But if you start singing it,
you'll catch on.
I know right away what you're singing, and when you're like, I know the tune you're doing.
You can join in.
Yeah, but I can't start it.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
My mind blacks out, so I don't sing at home because I can't remember it half the time. Okay,
Let me know if I'm not alone on this one.
You just sing Baby Shark at home by yourself to your husband. Join in. Baby Shark, Baby Shark. No.
Dahlia's like, hey,
Kate,
this is my circle.
No, but actually, so funny. When we first started talking about the podcast, we were talking about because we want to add like a theme song into the podcast. And Jordana's like, we should take a kid song and like make it our. I don't know. You said something like that where we should use it as like the theme. Yeah. And me being like, that's a good idea. But me being me, I'm like, why? Why would we do that? Oh, why would we do that?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
No, I know.
It's just so funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you like singing, I don't like singing. That's fine.
Yeah.
I will actually avoid even the middle songs in circle when I do it. I will for sure do a opener and a closer.
Yeah.
And most likely will not do a middle unless I hit up Spotify and do like the Goldfish song or like Tootie Ta or like one of those other ones.
Yeah.
Spotify's my best friend.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you don't like singing, like Spotify is a great tool to
Yeah,
add to your
it's
circle,
fantastic.
like your phone or an iPad. Obviously, if
Whatever
you're not allowed
whatever
your
you have
phone, an
access
iPod,
to
pad, yeah,
in the center, whatever their
yeah,
rules and policies are, whatever. But
use it. That's a tool for you to use in Circle, 100%.
yeah,
And like puppets are a good way to capture kids'
I hate.
attention. I know, but the kids love it.
Oh, I know.
The masks, like you
This
gotta
is
like,
why I should never do circle again. I used to work with this lady, and she's kill herself laughing if she heard this. Um, she'll know who she is if she listens. I love her so much. But she's like a puppet like master. She picks up a puppet and like
it comes alive.
she just like comes alive with the puppets if there's kids or no kids. Like
Yeah.
she's just like in her own little world with the puppets. And I'm like,
I love that.
stop.
I feel like we would get along.
You actually just missed her. You are not just
yeah.
actually. She was in the beginning, but
yeah.
anyway, it's so funny. People in circle time. I almost dropped. Sorry, I almost dropped.
And like another thing that stuck with me with working with you at the center we were working at is like, instead of calling it like circle time, call it like gathering or like,
well, because like, so how do I say this? We worked for a place that needed to incorporate indigenous learning because we were funded through indigenous funds, and so that's part of our curriculum was indigenous learning, trying to speak the language.
We have to incorporate it in like activities,
and
circle
so
time,
it wasn't
everything.
just like your normal themes or your normal calendar or your normal whatever. It was a cultural calendar, and then it was also language on top of that. So like in every area of the classroom and everything you do throughout the day needed to have an indigenous lens.
Yes.
Which is
not as easy as it sounds.
No, it's not easy to get everyone on the same page with it. It's not, because we all come from different backgrounds and knowledge,
different
and cultures and like all of that.
Well, and
we're all learning with the kids, and so, and also just like trying to like iron out routine and iron out all the kinks in the classroom, and then being like, okay, now we all have to learn a new language, and we all have to learn a new, like, learn our culture or a new culture. Yeah. Because let's like, you and I are indigenous,
but I'm still learning.
I only like knew more about the indigenous culture from working in an indigenous culture.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, 3.5, however long.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're all learning the culture together.
Yeah.
And the language together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy.
No, definitely not.
But like, yes, to call it gathering time is a good way to incorporate that togetherness of the culture, and like
like a community, like it's kind of like a community.
It's community. It's like calling it sharing time, or it's gathering.
Circle, yeah.
So what's the no, never mind. I was gonna say like talking circles are very different.
Oh yeah.
So talking circles are more like, correct me if I'm wrong, where you kind of talk about a topic and you all take turns talking.
Yeah, and you pass like a talking stick.
Yeah, and you pass the talking stick around. There are books on that, so if you're ever doing that in your classroom, please research it first. Because it is cultural, and it is like ceremonial.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but calling your circle time gathering time is culturally appropriate, and anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Like teachers in the school district, I know that you have to incorporate indigenous lenses in your classroom too. So like, when you sit on the carpet with everyone, you can call it gathering time.
Yeah. There you gather together. Yeah. And like, just tagging onto that, including indigenous culture within your circle is easier than you think. Like felt stories, you can do teachings through circle. Like thinking one off the top of my head, Brown Bear, classic book, classic felt story.
Yeah.
I know in our center we had like the indigenous like art of like a bear, so we cut it out in felt, and it's just a typical regular story, but you're putting the indigenous culture spin on it.
And then if you learn what bear is called in your area, in the language that's in your area, you could switch out bear with the indigenous language word.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And definitely do your research.
Yeah. If you have access to elders,
yeah.
like ask questions. That's what they want to answer your
Yeah.
questions. Especially Auntie Janet. So if anyone actually has any question for an elder, send us a message because Auntie Janet is a part of our podcast. And
Yep.
she'd be more than happy to talk about
Yeah.
any questions that you guys may have
Yeah.
about your classrooms.
Yeah. Keeping in mind she is from like Lower Mainland area, so
Yes.
depending on what area you're in, it could vary and could be a little bit different on like ceremonies and
Yeah,
language and
but
things
she
like
would
that.
also
But
ask her questions anyway
Yeah.
because she could she knows lots of people, so
Yeah.
she could find out for you or
Yeah.
tell you straight up, I don't really know because that's
Yeah.
not our area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth the ask.
Yeah. And two, just like taking on to that, like I was just thinking about circle and like culture and stuff, bringing circle outside.
Yeah.
Like
gathering in nature.
Yeah, gathering outside. Like who says that circle always has to be on a carpet?
Well, do you know what's actually super funny? The center we worked at together.
Yeah.
Across the field.
Yeah.
Are all cedar trees.
Oh, okay.
And on top of the hill.
Yeah.
And not once has anyone ever done circle out there.
Oh.
Which is crazy.
Including myself.
Well, yeah, I know. And me too. But even just thinking about it, like, look at your surroundings. And even, like, I know lots of centers are on school property or near, like, a trail or a forest or a park or anything. Like, go to the trees. Sit with the trees.
Yeah. And, like, it's grounding. If you get the kids to sit on the grass, I mean, maybe not in the winter unless they have buddies on, but yeah, sitting on the ground, super grounding for not only us, but for the children too.
It's very, being in nature.
And fresh air.
Yeah.
All beneficial.
Yeah. And it's less like, I feel like you can capture their attention better too outside because there's less distractions.
Yeah.
Like there's no toys, there's no echoing from the classroom if your classroom is like that. There's no
bright lights and
it's so more circles outside.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And if you do it in your playground too, not all your children have to attend that circle time.
Yeah.
Because they can go play. We could just it could be like your secondary circle throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like an option to gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also just like tying in with the like cultural aspect too. Auntie Janet like taught us or told us that a great opportunity, a great time to do land acknowledgements for the traditional land that you're on, depending on the area, would be really great to incorporate in your beginning of your circle.
Yeah, and what was that song?
What
was the song?
Hello, Sky.
Oh, and then Hello, Land.
Hello, Friends.
No. It was Hello, Sky. Hello, Land. Yeah, and then there was one more thing in it. What was it? It was Hello,
Everyone? I don't remember. We'll get back to you on that though.
No, but there's like a acknowledgement song that someone we know heard it, I think from like Australia or something.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure it's Auntie Janet.
No, it wasn't Auntie Janet.
Well, she told me about it.
Yeah, but it's someone else that we know.
Oh,
yeah, it wasn't her.
Oh, okay.
I sang this song this is what I'm talking about. What with my singing?
Hello,
I literally it blanks.
Hello.
I'm gonna quickly text Auntie Janet right now and see if she remembers it so that
but like it doesn't have to be super complicated for the little ones, obviously not using big words, things like that. So like just acknowledging the earth and the sky, the land that we're on, just acknowledging where we are is a huge part in land acknowledgement.
I really liked this song a lot because it was very simple. The only thing that you would have to add on to it is like your territories. So like once you sing it or before you sing it, you just like kind of acknowledge where your territories are.
Yeah.
And what land you're on.
Yeah. But it's a great opportunity to include that if you need to include culture in your centers.
Yeah.
And just in general.
Yeah. I'll get back to you guys if she responds. And then if she doesn't, by the time we're done recording, I will post it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else I'm gonna text one more person too, because I'm gonna text
Yeah.
text the people. Someone might actually have a picture of it.
And like keeping circles simple. Don't have to overdo it.
Yeah, like the length of circle. Like so let's circle back.
Yeah. You're punny. I don't even know if that was a pun.
Yeah, with you sometimes. And she's gonna text her back. Does she know? She's like, hang on, I have to think about it.
So we will definitely post that and get back to you
post
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, circle length. Okay, so your circle length should only be as long as the majority of the children are able to sit.
Yeah.
So if you're at a center where they're like, you have to do a half an hour circle,
oh,
I'm so sorry that that's a thing, if it's a thing, but maybe try and have a half an hour circle, but maybe your support staff, let's say you're transitioning outside. Okay. Yeah. Have the other staff in the room available to take kids that are not able to sit in circle out. Take half the group outside and leave the other half continuing circle, because it's developmentally not appropriate to make children sit for as long as some people make them sit for.
Yeah, for circle. Yeah. Well, and two, like
my favorite is a 10-minute circle. 10 minutes. And
I thought you were gonna say 5.
Fuck. What is that? Just like
hi, everyone.
A quick hello, and then a quick like game of or a fucking out.
Well, too, and you'll have to be super flexible and super adaptable in circle too. When you see the kids aren't paying attention to the book you're reading, close the book. Everyone stand up. Let's shake our sillies out. Or like switch it and circle early. You know what I mean? Just follow the children.
Yes. I don't know why that's so hard for some people.
I feel like when you're in school, there's a lot of pressure put on circle time, and like
there is a lot of pressure put on it.
But I feel like you need to know how to do a good circle. So obviously there's a reason why there's pressure on it, because it's where like you can teach a lot of things to the children. But there shouldn't be that much pressure about circle. It's not, you're not performing for the president. You're performing for children.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Also to that too. Okay, so how do you care how children sit in your circle?
No. So like
why the long pause?
Well, because I mean, there's a little bit of an expectation that they need to like sit at circle. But I mean, if they physically can't, I'm not going to derail the whole circle because one child's not sitting down. I'm going to continue doing circle. Or like they can lay down.
Oh, that's my question.
Like I'm not expecting them to sit crisscross applesauce, because that's also developmentally not appropriate, because like some kids can't sit crisscross applesauce.
It's also not good for their legs or something like that.
Yeah.
Something to do with like their physical development too. It's not good for it to make them sit crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
Also, pause. So I will post it too.
Okay.
But it's hello land, hello sky, hello me, hello friends. So we were missing hello me. Yeah, and then you say the nation. So it's like, do it with me.
Okay.
So it's like hello land. Okay, one more time. Ready? Hello land. Hello sky. Hello me. Hello friends. And then you say like your territories.
Yeah, wherever you are. Yeah. Nice.
And the actions are optional. Do it how you want to do it.
You want to capture their attention.
Yeah, so I do about 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you guys have any circle suggestions or
questions,
or you don't like how we do something, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, we're forever learning, so that's what I love about this field. So yeah,
and like also a huge part of our podcast too is how to incorporate Indigenous learning. So if you have questions, please about that, let us know, because we could even do like a whole episode on that.
Yeah, if you guys are interested.
Certain topics too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for tuning in,
Yeah.
and
Follow us, comment,
like, subscribe, whatever we
whatever
can
you
do.
do.
And
Okay.
cheers.
All right, let's cheers it.
Have a good week.
Yeah, bye guys.
Bye.